Well, guys, it seems like a trend right now. Just the other day, I made a video. You see my old face cam, right? We made a video about a plane crash. We had the Washington, D.C. Black Hawk plane crash. We had the Philadelphia crash. South Korea crash happened a month ago. We had that crash, this crash, that crash, this crash. I lost count. And I wish I could say psych. Yeah, at first I was like, this is an AI image. But what if I tell you it is not? This is not an AI image. We got a video here, folks. It's insane, man. If you guys are new here, you do not have to like or subscribe. I post random stuff, but thankfully nobody lost their life. But check this out. I got a bunch of stuff that I want to play for you in this one. Roll it.
It's a real one. We just landed. Our plane crashed. It's upside down.
Oh my goodness.
Fire department's on site. Upside down. Everybody. Most people appear to be okay. We're all
okay, yeah, this guy had some important stuff in the luggage. Of course, plane is upside down. What the hell is going on? Now, of course, thankfully, nobody lost their life, but how? Oh, shout out to the pilot for doing his best, right? Absolutely, real hero. But how? What? If it's Boeing, I'm not going, and if it's a smaller plane like that, I'm 110% not going. Bro, like, I would say for the near future, bro, do not even take planes, man. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger guy or anything like that, but, bro, if you're gonna travel within US, do not take planes, bruh. Don't take planes. Drive, train, buses, way better, way cheaper, and you can sleep while you are in a bus or train, right? Wait for it, wait for it.
Some stuff going on.
Insane. So US Delta plane crash landed in Toronto, at Toronto. Check this out.
We want to pass that along to you. This is courtesy of CTV and showcasing this Delta Airlines flight that is now upside down after a crash in Toronto. This was a version of a situation that happened earlier today. And again, the flight crash landing. It originated from Minneapolis. Crash landed here in Toronto, and the best case scenario, though.
Oh man, the horror those people must have felt on the flight, bro. That would be tremendously insane. Yeah, and here it looks like, I mean, it's still an insane look, but of course this one, man, what? How? Bro, how? What is, seriously, there's a trend going on with the planes right now. Every other day, I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even joking. Every other day
did happen with all passengers safe, all crew members safe as well. And again, we are bringing this to you here on Live Now from Fox as we are seeing more of the emergency crews just centered in around this area in the airport that is no doubt been seeing such a different day than what they could have expected with this crash landing.
And the weather here is insane. I'm in Montreal. Let me know where you guys are at, where you guys watching this from, and I want to show you guys the next clip too. But yeah, so this is Toronto. I'm not sure how severe the weather is in Toronto, but here in Montreal we had a massive snow blizzard, snowstorm, right? We had crazy snow, man, bro. The cars, they went under the snow, bro. It's almost as though we had like a, yeah, it was insane, bro. It really was insane. The roads were blocked here. There was a guy on my own street for an hour straight, was trying to drive his car, go forward, backwards. People came to help him but he could not move. The cars were stuck here. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Toronto weather. So did that cause it? Was it bad weather?
That happened, but again, everyone safe here in this situation. Thankfully. No crew members hurt, no passengers hurt. We are learning some new information, though, that 8 people were injured and taken to a local hospital. So
that's not no one. 8 people were injured. That's literally, yeah, because when you say no one was injured, I'm like, that's good. But I'm seeing a plane being flipped upside down. Bro, this looks like GTA. Am I watching a GTA 6 gameplay video? What the hell?
Very fluid situation still unfolding right now, as you can imagine, but upside down. This plane is Delta Airlines flight originated from Minneapolis And we're bringing this courtesy, again, of CTV that is providing this shot right now for us. But here is the airport in Toronto, and you're seeing more first responders there.
Hopefully, man, they're gonna get a free Medicare, bro. The injured people, right? Hopefully, they're not gonna be like, yeah, now your bill is in tens of thousands of dollars. Man, get mama with that crap, bro.
We're at the scene of looks like a very cold.
If you're a pilot or you are in the know, how does that work, right? Because of course, if you're not a Canadian citizen, it's like the same thing, right? If I go in the US and I'm not a US citizen, then I gotta, if something happened, I gotta pay for the medical. Same applies here in Canada. If you have the health insurance card, then the healthcare is free in Canada. But I suppose for these folks, it was not gonna be free unless they're Canadian citizens. Yeah, the flight's gotta, the Delta airline gotta pay for that, right? Yeah, these people can definitely sue them for $1 million. Yeah, definitely do get your millions.
And frigid day there as expected in Canada, but no doubt a full-on investigation will be happening. So we are learning of 8 people injured here, unfortunately, in this crash landing. But when you look at the scene here, could have been much worse, though, when you are looking at a plane that is upside down. Right.
Do we have a video of the plane landing and then flipping upside down? Because, yeah, we do have the video, as in, like, you see the plane here, right? That's like a closer look at it. I guess this is one of the passenger filming it, and this is like a better... Man, it almost feels like that it crash landed on a frozen lake, right? From this point of view, but of course it's on the airport. Yeah, so apparently Toronto is also having a bad weather, the snow and all that, but it could be like this thing that's firing it. It could be that. I mean, it's snow for sure. It's bad, but not sure if it's Montreal level bad or not. But what in the world, man? Wait for it.
Right now, and with the wheels up and not on the ground there, that is a sight that's... Fortunately, here we do not see too often, but unfortunate for the crew and the passengers, and how scary this all must have been as they were coming in for a landing. And then whatever happened, obviously the investigation will follow, and we'll be getting some details as it unfolds there.
Yeah.
But again, this Delta Airlines flight...
Let me show you this.
Shut down an airport, shut down departures and arrivals for inclement weather, for wind, for airport conditions, and in this case in Toronto, snowy conditions on the ground.
Well, the great thing about Pearson Airport is they have 5 runways. So if the winds shift, they can change the runways to lessen the impact on the...
I get that, homie, but it don't matter. Bro, 5, 10, or 20, bro, the plane crashed, damn it. Thankfully, nobody lost their life, thankfully. But 5, 10, 20, 100, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Landing and departing aircraft. So at this point in time, the wind's coming from from the west. It looks like they were landing on the 33s and taking off on the 33s. But the conditions were just snow and a bit of blowing snow, and they had some good visibility.
And we're also hearing this from Anand's office that when we hear them say accounted for, that means no fatalities, which of course is incredible news. We are hearing from Peel paramedics.
No, I suppose it wasn't as bad as what we're thinking, like it crash landed as like upside down. Oh, that would be terrible, but thankfully survived. What I'm thinking is that it was descending normally, and as it perhaps touched down, I'm not a pilot, but if you are, definitely share your expertise, or perhaps we're gonna find out in this one. Hopefully we do. But as it was touching down, perhaps because of the crosswinds, it flipped upside down. Maybe that's what happened. Still insane, but it's a better outcome than the plane literally being upside down and then crashing down the runway.
That there were possibly 8 people injured, but Phil, from your perspective, seeing and knowing what can happen, and of course we all know what can potentially happen when incidents like this do occur on runways. Your reaction to hearing that accounted for, all 80 passengers are accounted for, some injuries, but of course no fatalities, it appears, at this point.
Quick question, if anybody knows, Delta, is this airline also being made by Boeing? Because if it's Boeing, bro, I'm not going. I'm not 110% not going with the Boeing though. So
Well, it's amazing, and you know, the first thing that goes through your mind is, you know, everybody had their seatbelt on. That's why the flight attendants come around, make sure you're buckled in when you're taking off or landing. Follow their instructions. Read the briefing card, so you know where the emergency exits are. So in case you have to evacuate in a scene like this, right? Yeah. So that's very, very important to remind all our passengers.
All right, we've been speaking to aviation, CTV News aviation specialist Phil Dirty, recapping and reacting to this incident at Toronto Pearson Airport, where
on a lot of frustrated passengers, and all of a sudden crews and staff members started telling passengers in bulk, in groups, going from pocket to pocket, telling people that, look, all flights, all departures and arrivals have been suspended on what's called a ground stop. They're saying that it was because of high winds that they're all grounded at this point.
Oh man, like imagine you're at the airport and you heard the news before boarding. Would you go? I mean, listen, man. I suspect a lot of people would have canceled just seeing that happen. I'm talking about people that were at the Toronto airport. A lot of would have. I mean, they shut down themselves, which is good, but I mean, otherwise people would have.
They're not saying that it's canceled. They're just saying suspended for now. But you know, I spoke to an Air Canada a staff member who said that, look, these are pretty much all canceled, or at least the flights upcoming are canceled. If you want to turn it back to me quickly, I just want to show you the lineup here. So this is what we're seeing here in terms of the wait. This lineup was non-existent just about an hour ago, and now it just snakes through here, as you can see. If you look at the board here, this board all says delays all along from top.
And Toronto is a massive airport. I've been there twice, and I was walking so fast. At one point I was coming from the US, and I had a flight from Toronto to Montreal. So it took me literally half an hour to go by walking, and I was walking insanely fast. The airport is insanely big. It's massive, so I could only imagine, because the city is massive, the population is crazy too. So yeah, a lot of people stuck on the airport. It's always a bad feeling being stuck on an airport, right?
Top to bottom, and you can just see a massive crowd of people waiting here, really not moving. None of these people have really gone anywhere. This is the big lineup to get into the a gate that goes to the US airlines, and really it has not moved at all. So just giving you a snippet of what we're seeing here. Once again, staff telling passengers that all flights, arrivals and departures have been grounded here because of heavy wind, is how they put it. But now they're rephrasing it as to it is because of a crash in Terminal 3. Once again, let's clarify that I'm in Terminal 1, where you know, Delta does not work out of, but all flights in 1 and 2 in both 1 and 3 rather in both terminals have been suspended for now, and I'm hearing likely canceled for the foreseeable future. You know, hours, we just don't know yet. It's too early to tell right now.
Understandably, but
All right, CTV's Kamal Karamali.
Crazy, bro. Guys, check out this video on the screen, because recently, we had a UFO crash land. What is going on? And they're talking about declassifying. The US government is talking about declassifying the UFO stuff. Check out this video on the screen. It's insane, man. What is going on in the world, bro?